Hey. Oh, my little thing's all fallen. Too funny. I thought I would try doing another live today. I'm finally home, back in my place, and I just thought I would get it rolling. See what everybody's been up to and how everybody's doing. Um, One thing I wanted to talk about or ask about or, kind of get everybody's feeling on it. How, ooh, my thing's going to show up. Um, where and how, ooh, let me get situated. Do you find balance in your life? Is it something that you always kind of look for? Is it something that you're just lucky enough that you learned it growing up? Or what? I struggle so hard with balance. At a certain point, you would think, oh, Lord, you're at a whole big age. Maybe you should know how to do it now. But it definitely can be an elusive skill if you haven't practiced it or be taught it growing up. I think as as a person, that is the hardest thing that I have to learn is how to balance things. Where is the balance in life? What is the balance? Is there ever a balance? Um, Definitely think it's interesting when you find it. I sometimes think I can find my balance, and then it falls off, or I get involved with something else. So that becomes almost like then I have to keep resetting and resetting and resetting and resetting. I was just wondering, is that something that other people are taught growing up? Is it something you learn? Is it something you have fun with? I think for me, it's easier to find the balance when I actively seek for it. But as soon as I keep my eyes off of what's supposed to happening, hey, Liz, hope you're doing well today. Ooh, I'm so excited I can see that from where I'm sitting. Thank you. I was traveling today and it didn't get put back up. I just left it down. It A couple years ago I just stopped cutting it. I grew so thank you. We're just hanging out. Uh this time of day there's so many people coming and going and coming that we just hang out where we can in the house. So here we are. We'll keep trying different spots uh, as we go along. Liz, I loved your video I watched the other day. It's really great. I'm gonna get my watch list programmed today to uh, get it. Hello from. I can't see the flag. I don't have my good glasses on. It's too small. But hello as well, DH. Uh, Raj. Uh, Kosovo. Nice. Thank you. I'm glad that you stopped in. My son has friends that are in some of his classes. He's in a machining school here, and he has a guy that's from Kosovo. I'm sure you know, big as that country is, or as many people are there, it doesn't mean anything. So, yes, please tell them, Liz. You guys, come on, like the live. We were trying to talk I just thought I'd throw out the idea of how people find balance and how is it easy for people to stick to a more balanced life now compared to like, when oh, thank you, Liz. I just had a birthday, so now we are staring 60 down. But, we do what we do. Um, so yeah, like when I was in my 20s or even in my 30s, we didn't have quite the distraction with all this extra. It was kind of your family. You did what you had to do. You went to school, you got out, you had your career and family life. And I think in some aspects, in some ways, it was easier to find a balance in life. I find now that as soon as I sit down in front of a screen or sit down in front of the computer, I'll jump up or look up, and all of a sudden, it's hours upon hours later, and I'm shocked. So I was just wondering, what do other people do to find their balance? Are you setting timers, or you just have it scheduled? Are you able to sit with a list and do how you do it, or is it just something that people that have grown up with computers and the technology, is it something that you guys just know because you've grown up with it? I got my first computer. It was so cute. In 1998, my husband and I, we had just moved to Hawaii. We had gotten married and we're out there. And at that point, it was the big, huge towers, and you had all the parts and pieces. And I didn't know anything about being online. We were still writing, snail mail letters. And, so I never really used computers because I didn't grow up with it. I learned how to email. And that was it. When my kids were younger, it was right when Facebook got so big that I had to do Facebook. Hey, Savvy, thank you for stopping by. We were, I know, right, Liz, 1998. We were talking about, or I had thrown the question out today, how do people find balance with life or life with technology? I'm finding that, thank you, Savvy, that it's hard. I'll sit down at the computer and all of a sudden 14 hours have flown by. I've never had a computer, but I'm willing in the near future since I have started vlogging. So I think mine is the exact opposite. I have computers, but I just got my first cell phone last January. So January 4th of 2023. So all of how to navigate computers or phones, what to do with. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. I am so bad with names that Nalika, that's just my poor reading, but thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, you guys have made me brave enough to say, well, we're doing it. We're just going to show what it is. So, no, really, my first phone was last year. I didn't have a need for it. I worked from home. I had a landline. So if you needed me, you could get a hold of me. I had an answering machine still, because those are great. You could leave a message and I could get back to you. And if my answer machine wasn't flashing, I didn't check it. Yeah, so I know, right? My kids grew up with phones. They got their phones when they turned 13. My husband, I just did not I never felt like I needed one. And I just felt it was just too expensive. So anyway, the landlines have gotten crazy, and then we had it running through the computer. And honestly, the technology is no longer there in order to support a phone call. Like the phone rings and you answered it. So I did get a phone. Um, and then this, um, I've been on YouTube, but I only watched, videos, just kind of use it like TV. And this spring in April, my sister dared me. She says, "Ah, why don't you make a video? Why don't you do something?" She and I are going to start doing a lot more traveling. We're entering a new chapter in our lives. Um, the jobs are kind of winding down. The kids are young adulting and almost ready to adult on their own. So we have stuff. And she said, "Well, why don't you?" Because she put it on me, figure out YouTube for us. My sister's only a year under me. And I said, "Okay, great." So I took the challenge. And here we are learning how to do it. I learned how to edit videos. I see how everybody's different styles in vlogging, how everybody does it different way. Uh, and yeah, so my first live, I was all over the place trying to figure out what is it going to be, how do we do it, and so here we are doing a second one. Oh, thank you, Nalika. And Liz, thank you guys. Savvy, I know it's crazy, that there's people out here that just haven't been, like, technologically moved ahead. But I can definitely tell, and I know that it really is can be a time suck. All of a sudden, I didn't even realize I've been there all day, and boom. Ah, thank you, Liz. I'm so glad you are too. And watch, I'll run your playlist tomorrow. And Sabi, I'll run a playlist. And Nalika, I'll run a playlist for you guys. Because I might be new with phones, but I got some old computers and old laptops sitting around. So that, I can run a playlist and get it going. Um, so it's been an interesting journey. I just started posting the little videos. One of my daughters had said, "Mom, why don't you do ASMR?" And I said, "Okay, well, what is that?" There's a lot of stuff I don't understand. So she told me. So I had made some videos, but I'm like, wow, that takes a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to jump on there because we all have our own opinions on how we look, what's going on in our life. And yeah, so here we are. But Savi said that to grow a channel and to do it this, we need to go live. Thank you, Fluffy Diva TV. Hey, hope you're doing well. I'll run your video as well. So, so I'm taking your advices. I'm learning every time I pop into somebody's live. I'm learning a lot. And I'm just really excited about the whole journey of this. But like I said, we've got to figure out the balance of it all. I don't know. We'll get there. So that's what's happened there. That's kind of how we jumped here. And we got Liz and Savi saying, "Hey, Fluffy, hey." Oh, always. That's, hey, Thomas Family Vlog. I will have to highlight and give jackets after, when like during a replay, because I am afraid to touch the phone. I might shut everything down. Like, I can do it on the computer, but I can't do it here. So that's where we are. Thomas Family, how are you? It is good to oh, Fluffy.
Why, thank you. Look at you sneaking around. Isn't that great? It isn't that great. I sure do appreciate it. Now we all know as Fluffy Thomas. That's great. That's great. So it looks like that the standard for vloggers is the one a day plus then running like just to run the lives. And so I've taken that to heart. I'm back home now. My mother is finally healed up enough that I don't have to keep going now up to her house. I get videos up there, but she's actually in a dead zone. She has huge power lines about a quarter mile from her house, and your phone's all electronics drain, and you can't, on my phone, I can't receive or get phone calls while I'm at her house. She still has a landline because of her little cul-de-sac. It's just this weird dead zone. So, but now that I'm here, I'll do the silent live. I might even run it overnight and see what that does for the watch hours, and then try to think of something brilliant to say, and get more comfortable with this part of the process. So I sure do appreciate everybody being here. I think I'm just gonna let it go like just another couple minutes just to hit that 20-minute mark. I think that's going to be a really comfortable spot for me to jump in and jump out. Remember, I can see people up in the bushes, and if you need your watch hour or WH, if you need, your subs, just drop a comment, leave me a comment. That's one thing I'm really good at contributing because I am able to run multiple things at a time. So I'm going to do playlist this week. Oh, thank you, Liz. I'm going to have to highlight that comment and send it to all my children, showing that I am calm. No, I try to be. I think once you turn over 55, it's miraculous what happens. You realize it was all not worth the stress. Everybody, God willing, gets to that point, and we just need to stay calm and go, be there, find something to find amazing every day. And if you look for the amazing moments, we truthfully can get through it. I think sometimes, you get so wrapped up in that moment of drama or the moment of stress or the moment of how is this bill going to be paid? Oh my gosh, I have a sick child here. I got a child going to college. I've got these bills. I've got this. I got that. And if you look back, no matter what's been going on, you made it to the other side. Even if it's the next day, we make it. So I think that definitely has helped, and truthfully, in a month, most people don't remember. They don't but if you get really hysterical and are doing the screaming and all, that'll stick with people. But it's just there. It's just you. It's just, that is one of the big benefits of aging. You finally get a perspective of it, and you get kind of proud of yourself. Like, woohoo! I did my crazy 20s. I had my wild 30s. 40s was just a fog. My 50s, it's doing okay. And I'm really excited to see where we go with all this for my 60s and and in my 70s and 80s. And we'll all be here together. So I will see you all tomorrow. Lots of love to you all. I'm going to go program in your watch lists. And thank you for stopping by. Bye now. Oh, I started a poll. I got to exit up there. Hold on. Let's learn this part. Got it. Are you wanting to stop? Yes.